I bought this house for £510,000 20 years ago, and after a lot of hard work, it now looks like this. But in my most recent video about this house, there was one question that everybody wanted to know. How much is the house now worth? Well, today we're going to find out the answer, and also we're going to look around the house for the same price as this, which might just blow it out of the water. All right, pal? Yeah. My whole life I have loved cars, and that's why I built the perfect home for me to have everything that a petrol head could dream of. Cheeky monkey. From the F1 style start line, my dream garage, and last but definitely not least, the racetrack. But it was a long way from this when I bought this derelict farm at auction. But as it stands today, I have no idea at all what this is worth. Right, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Bert Rogers. I'm a local property expert in the West Midlands.
And Bert is going to go into full estate agent mode and value our family home and tell us how much to list it for on the market today. Don't worry though, I'm not swapping Redditch for Dubai. That would be crazy. I've got a couple of things which are very motorsporty, automotive, and I'd love to know whether it's going to add value or actually make it harder to sell.
Sure. No.
So I'll show you those around a bit later.
Let's have a look.
And at the same time, I'm excited to show you guys a full house tour. Although Jane has made me tidy up special just for this.
So where you have kind of sacrificed floor space here, you've gained this grand entry. It's bright, it's lovely, it's furnished beautifully already. So yeah. I think the best place to start is always the heart of the home. Should we go into the kitchen?
Yeah, perfect.
Absolutely stunning, yeah. So you've got these gorgeous French doors leading out to the pond, or the lake rather, it's that big. Fully fitted kitchen.
Fairly new this, yeah. This is probably about 3 years old, 3 years old.
You can tell, it's gorgeous.
And this is where Jane does all the cooking. Well, on her phone anyway, Just Eat and Deliveroo. Or she's a specialty in spaghetti hoops on toast. Oh, now I'm in trouble.
Would you call this the snug or sitting room?
This is like the lounge which nobody's allowed to come in because it's too nice.
Apart from me today.
Yes.
Yeah.
So nobody's allowed to come in here. You're not allowed to have a drink in here. Definitely not a pack of crisps.
Yes.
So it's absolutely pointless.
It's in front of the house, it's cool, it's peaceful, exposed beams, furnished well, and you've got a real fuel log burner by the looks of it. It's a great room. So through here is, okay, so this is where the magic happens.
Yeah, this is where...
We haven't even got to the bedroom yet. Right. Okay.
This is where me and Reese...
hang on a minute.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Lego, good. It's big, and it's near the kitchen, it's near the front door. You can see the comings and goings of the drive. It's handy, yes.
I think a lot of this house has been refurbished over the last few years, because when I built it originally, I didn't have the money, so it was like a bit of just get in there. And just get it fixed, and so like I've had to redo the bathrooms because everything leaked.
Yes.
I had to redo the kitchen because it just fell apart.
Okay.
So slowly, I'm sort of like getting it to be a bit more robust now.
Got you. Yeah.
Original flagstones. So this was out of the original house. It's the only thing which was worth keeping out.
Really tasteful.
So this was done under PD rights.
Okay.
So basically the house stopped here.
Yeah.
And then this was a 3 metre. Or if you ask them, 3.01 metre extension.
Sure. You've got an internal balcony, that's great. And those exceptional views again. It's so peaceful here where you are as well.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
We are really lucky. Well, apart from the geese, but we'll have to get rid of them if we sell the house.
Yeah, sure.
This is probably the bit which gets used the most in this house, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so health and fitness is a big part for me. So I try and do at least 30-minute session every week, just really to keep sharp. Sunbed.
Oh, yes, there you go.
That's used more than the shower.
Is there an equivalent thing for teeth?
Bert's first impressions seem to be going very well, and I can't wait to see what he values this house at.
Like I say, actually, this is, if I was, let's say we had a magic wand and we was to go on the market, I would bring the buyers up here and just let them sit up here, because this is the wow factor. This is what will suck people into this house. You don't see this. I value probably two, 3 houses. I mean, in the office there's 7 of us. We value tens of houses a week, and you don't really see this kind of detail.
Is that because of waste of space?
It's not that. It's just, I think it's a bold move architecturally. It looks stylish. There's not many places that have the opportunity to even have this space to do it.
Yeah.
It's really unique. Okay, yeah, TV on the bed. That's a must.
Yeah, so me and Jane like to film ourselves and then watch it back, like a bit of Thursday night action.
Hey up.
I'm on about the second channel, the live chat, Thursday 6 PM, nice little plug.
Huge sort of gable end truss there.
Yeah, these.
Are you going to look at that lake again?
Yeah, these are lovely.
Yeah, brilliant.
The chocolate brown lake you can look at all day.
Yes. I think maybe we should dye it, should we, if we come to sell it?
Yeah.
Just put some like blue dye in there or
AI.
something. AI it, yeah, of course, yeah. And I don't think you've got nearly enough shoes in there. I think you could extend that.
Yeah, that's what she did.
As well.
I've told her that there's got to be some sort of problem going on. I don't know whether you agree.
Look, I'm not going to get into it, but I think I do agree. But don't put that on YouTube, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Whoops.
Next up is the spare bedroom, and this will explain why Senna hasn't got a brother and sister, because there's no way I'm getting rid of this room. Joshua Johnson, the legend in Assetto Corsa, has built the track and the house and everything. She got the ramp. It actually works. How amazing is that? So you can download that Assetto Corsa, the link will be in the description below. But thank you, Vasaro, for always looking after us as well. So let's see what Bert thinks of the spare bedroom.
I expected nothing less. Yeah.
And then there's a little bit,
wow, yeah.
That's where I do a lot of my reading.
Nice, yeah.
Great.
But you can't read.
I'll look at the pictures. So now Bert has had a good look around the main house. Next, we're going to look around the many outbuildings. This was a great thing about buying a derelict farm, that there is lots of extra space to store or work from. And then we can show him the main event, which I can't wait to see how it alters the value. Does it increase or decrease the overall price? So again, it's very
Shiny?
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's huge. It's dry. It's lit well. It's furnished well. You've got electric shutters, and there's so much storage in here as well. So, no, this is brilliant. It's perfect. It's right next to the house as well. Great. So you've got these electric gates here. Brilliant. Totally secure all the way around. And to be honest, Mark, I expected absolutely nothing less. Yeah.
Is this the sort of thing which would add value or take away?
Neither. It just makes something of interest. Right. It wouldn't take away value, certainly, because anyone can just get this cleaned up and gone. Would it add value? No, not really, because it's not like it's a brand new 50 grand block paving drive. It's just obviously paint and things. But what it does do is, if we do the photos, maybe a lifestyle video when we sell, if we was to sell your property of us pulling up in the McLaren or something, this just adds that extra comical touch, which it brings buyers in.
That is surprising to me and great news. Let's hope it's exactly the same story when we get into the back garden.
I just had a thought. Have you got any like tree protection orders or covenants or right of ways on the property?
Yes.
Okay.
So those two front trees there are TPO'd.
Fine. Well, they look lovely, so that's okay.
So basically, I'm not allowed to touch this tree. So if there's a dead branch, I need to get permission of the council to take that down, and some special man comes who has some golden shears. He charges me a fortune and a load of paperwork. So ancillary storage.
So potentially during a viewing, usually husband and wife walk around the house. Wife usually looks in the kitchen. Husband, where's the man cave?
Man cave.
This is great. Car enthusiasts, perfect. As you walk around, you kind of take things for granted. Like this hard standing here, you don't see it. So people need all this space to park vehicles, and you've got that here.
Yes.
So it's perfect. So one of the big reasons you called me out today was to look at this track as well.
Yes.
And I'll be honest, it's the first house I've ever been to with a track like this on it. So tell me a bit about the track. How long has it been here for? What gave you the idea? That kind of thing.
When I moved in, very first thing I did was live in a £200 caravan on the drive
And build the track.
We've like made it all neat again. We've grass seeded it, so like it's not a bad looking field.
It looks great, yeah. And again, for those hobbyists out there that like cars, rallying, motocross, where else can you find a property with this kind of thing?
Yes.
You can't find it. So just to go back to value then, so face value, you've got a field at face value, which is good because you've got a field. So actually you'll probably find an enthusiast will want this track or want a house with a track. So then that brings into saleability, which then in turn, I would say increases the value because it's more saleable. Yeah,
wow.
I think so. Yeah,
that's surprising.
Put it this way.
There's big upkeep here, if I'm honest.
Yes.
Like time and money to keep this. You know, if it was a flat field, twice a year, I could get the farmer to come here, take the top off. but no, it's like weeding it, cutting it, you know.
Put it this way, lifestyle sell houses, you're not selling sort of a box new build on an estate here. This is a one-off house, you can't find it again. So what I would do, I'd advertise the pool, I'd advertise the outbuildings, and what I would do is, sort of on the property video, I'd have me and you going around on this track in one of your cars on the property video, and someone's going to go, what, where else can I find a house with a track like this? So I think it is unique and it does add value for sure.
That is brilliant news. I honestly thought it would be a negative. So I suppose for the right buyer, it's something you can't usually find. So that's the tour complete. Let's find out how much this house is worth today. Obviously, over the years, I've worked to improve it bit by bit. It's a dream for me and my family to live here. But has all the effort and investment been worthwhile financially? 20 years graft and 20 years renovation after I initially bought this as a rundown mess for £510,000. Right, moment of truth.
Absolutely. So we've had a really good look around. What you've got here is an enormous amount of outbuildings, a stunning luxury 4-bedroom home that you've made brilliant over the last 20 years. It's not grade 2 listed. So for me, gut feeling with this property, I would say it's worth just over 2 million. I would pitch it on the current market, offers over 2 million.
That is amazing news, and to think that we own a house that's worth that sort of money. Location is key. Redditch, aka UK's Las Vegas, has a Nando's and soon a Wagamama's. Who needs fine dining when only 4 miles away is Pepe's? Now this got me thinking, what other properties are there for a petrol head? Is there anything similar, racetrack, car related? And to be honest, I came across nothing. But then Bert sent me a property fresh on the market, which I knew I wanted to share with you guys. Right, we are off to Silverstone, where they have for sale one of the most incredible properties I've ever seen. Now usually buying a house is the biggest purchase of our lives, and second on that list is a car. Now for a house you'd have a mortgage, but if you're buying a car you might have finance. So if you bought a car between 2007 and 2021 with finance, it may have been missold, so you could be up for some compensation. And this is where Reclaim 24/7 come in. Now they make it super easy with their online calculator, and within just a few minutes you can find out how much you could be owed. Now this is a no-brainer because Reclaim 24/7 do all the hard work, and that's from finding your old agreements to appointing the best lawyers. And there's no financial risk also because they work on a no-win, no-fee basis. So head over to the link in the description, and thank you Reclaim 24/7 for sponsoring this video. Now let's go and see an epic house. This is Silverstone Race Circuit, the home of Formula 1, and this is Escapade Plot 30. If you live here, Silverstone Racetrack is literally in your back garden. Right, today we are going to see if this is literally the perfect petrol head dream home. But before we take you on the most exclusive, unbelievable property I've ever seen on the perfect petrol head playground, I want to know exactly how much these sheds are. Right, Simon, lovely to meet you.
Lovely to meet you, Mark.
Right, please introduce exactly what you do.
So I'm Simon Cowie, so we sell luxury properties across the UK, and we've got this incredibly, very unique property here to show you today. And I do know that it's a very similar price to your house.
Right, so tell everyone exactly how much those 4 walls are.
So those 4 walls and the carport is a guide price of £2.25 million.
And that's quite a background noise.
It is.
Can you complain about that noise?
Not if you're here to buy this property, no.
Right, let's take a look around, but there is one catch which we're going to explain about a little bit later. And that catch, to be honest, is quite a big one. But firstly, let's take a look around.
Carport for 2 cars, electric car charging port as well.
You're not allowed that here.
But is it not for your hybrid?
Oh yeah.
For your SF90?
So we've got credit cards.
Smart technology, so Lutron system, so you can set the whole property to exactly how you want it, climate controlled, everything, blinds
shut. From your phone
shut
and stuff?
From your phone before you even arrive here. So
Does your house have that?
yeah.
I've got Jane.
You have to phone Jane.
Ground floor.
This is the ground floor.
Wow.
Wow. That's posh.
So we've got 2 bedrooms, kitchen, sitting area. The property is completely insulated, so the noise is, well, you can't hear anything at all. It's completely quiet.
Can't hear the track.
No. You will hear a little faint sort of car go past every now and again, but it's very, very faint.
Or you could open the windows and...
Like there.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
But you can open the windows and let it all in on Formula One day.
Yeah. I mean, you're here for the experience.
This is proper stuff, isn't it?
So you've got quartz worktops, yeah. You've got the mirrored splashbacks.
Oh god, yeah.
Ah.
Didn't even notice. It is like you can tell it's like the best of the best.
Everything about it feels premium. Yeah.
So what is there an equivalent to this? Like say Monaco.
No. So I mean, if you think, Silverstone is the Wimbledon to tennis, it's the Wembley to football. There is nothing like this. You cannot be immersed around the drivers, around the fans and everything, and come back to somewhere and literally live around the grounds.
So what?
This is beautiful.
This is the guest room.
So there's 2 bedrooms downstairs.
Yeah, so we've got 4 bedrooms and 4 en suites. 2 bedrooms downstairs.
Even the hallway's big, isn't it? Like it's spacious, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean everything it's sort of slimline to fit into the space, but you've got everything you need.
Yeah, it still feels like massively elegant.
Bathroom on.
I see how that came on. I'm not going to ruin it. Right, ready? That's like your reactions.
Wow.
That's literally like your reactions. 2 seconds left. What a shower.
It's nice to have a big shower, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the taps that are here, so you don't have to risk your life.
That's a genius, and then thought that you have to put your hand in and get your hand back out fast, don't you?
Yeah. Go on, go under there and test it.
Test to see how water is. Got Jane's height. Sinks. So this is obviously the same sort of thing. Another bathroom.
Yeah, so mirror to the other side.
Yes. Okay, so it's the same.
Downstairs, done. Now this property is actually on 3 floors, and the exciting one is the rooftop terrace. But next, let's see the middle floor.
I've just seen something. Now you knowing you're in a motorsport house.
Oh, silver fire.
Fire extinguishers. It is like nothing else I've ever seen, and it's a very, very special place. Whether it's the same as where we live and our tranquil area, I'm not sure, but I think if you were a massive motorsports fan, then it's a no-brainer. Oh wow, it's even more spacious. So fixtures and fittings, everything's here, like furnished, beds done.
Yep. All your plates, bowls, everything's already here. You like a hotel or a very high-end bed and breakfast. You don't have to do anything.
So what about doing your washing and all that sort of stuff?
They do have a concierge service that will sort that out.
No way.
You don't even need a Jane.
So I guess similar again?
Yeah, exactly the same spec, same layout, but these are pretty much a mirror to downstairs as well, so everybody gets the same.
Yeah, perfect. Right, terrace.
Terrace.
There is a big reason why there isn't a master bigger bedroom here, and that is because they utilise every inch of the space, and that is part of the catch. But one of the biggest parts of this amazing property is the views from the terrace.
Wow. Wow.
Now, a property's value is usually done on 2 ingredients. First of all, the building, cost, size, spec. And the second bit, the bit you can't change, is location. And this, for a petrol head, may just be the ultimate spot. That right there is the view of the track, the actual Formula One racetrack.
That was a Lamborghini race car.
In your back garden.
That's what, that's...
You claim you've got a track at the back of your house.
That's not quite that, is it?
You've got one here where you can just watch professionals go round and round.
Hey, easy. Easy. This is a party pad, isn't it?
You could have racing drivers on the one next to you, and you could just be chatting to them. Like it is that special.
When we first arrived, Simon said this to us outside about this house.
Very unique property here.
And I can certainly agree to that. But for £2.25 million, you don't seem to have that marble, luxury, spacious palace. But there is a big secret to this property, which will make sense that it is built this way, as this is more than just a house. But before we get to that, for the money, you do get a lot more than just your property. It's set in a community with next level facilities designed for the motorsport fanatics, starting with a Formula One track.
Right. Okay.
There you go. So that's the extension to buying the house. It's kind of breathtaking, really. Because you come out your back door, you come round, you drive, what, 2 minutes,
And you've got this.
and then you get to watch this.
Your parish council would be having a heart attack by now. Look at all this fun.
Can't believe you could buy a house at Silverstone racetrack.
If you want to go out your house and you want to go walk around the local neighbourhood, this is your local neighbourhood.
Yeah.
You know, something special about buying the property is you get priority, you get benefits, so you can have priority above others, having track days, there's concessions on a load of stuff as well. So, you know, you're really, again, just buying into the Silverstone lifestyle.
Last year, myself, Reese and Bagsy took a lengthy drive to Abu Dhabi with the end goal of going to the Formula One. Monster treated us to VIP trackside hospitality F1 tickets. This view cost them £5,000 per person per day. Just bear that in mind for the next bonus of owning this house.
So this is the members club house, so this is a big part of what you're buying into. So you've got your residence
So that's that one there.
literally there.
Yeah.
You come out your front door, straight into the members club house, and you've got your hospitality up at the top with a restaurant, bar, and then you've got gym, you've got spa treatments and everything, and all of this is included when you buy that.
So there's no gym membership. That's
No
part
gym
of it.
membership, and even if you're not staying there, you can just come here and just use the gym.
Oh, that's a view.
Not bad for your back garden.
It's like the best motorsport restaurant in the world, isn't it?
It's incredible, absolutely. And if you're in the property and you want to just come up here for lunch and just watch the testing and stuff, you don't chuck the TV on, you don't chuck the radio on. This is what you do.
So we've got Maggots, Beckett. This is probably the most famous corner section in the world, I'd say. Everyone's heard of Maggots and Becketts.
Yeah.
And this isn't even the cream of the crop. A huge open terrace balcony with the perfect plan view, which you can literally see most of the entire F1 race circuit. Oh, and you don't even have to pay to stand and watch here.
Yeah, as long as the hospitality and the members is open, you can use it as much as you want.
Wow.
And you can come up here during F1?
Yep.
He isn't hanging around either, is he?
This is next level view, and this is something that you cannot replicate. Even with unlimited money, you can't buy another house where you can watch car racing every week on site at no extra charge. So this literally is a petrol head's dream home. So before we decide whether I'd prefer my house over this Silverstone house, let's see what the catch is that Simon mentioned earlier.
So there's a bit of a catch. So this is not a residential house. This is a commercial investment. So you can use this property 100 days a year for yourself.
To live.
But for the rest of the year, you give it over to Escapade and they rent it out for you. So it's basically an investment and a letting sort of opportunity.
So that's a business.
It's a business.
Okay, so that is a shame that you can't live here permanently. But this could be a business, more than just a part-time home, maybe even a money maker, because this house is cleverly designed in a very specific way to maximise your investment. Earlier, we said the rooms were very similar with no huge master bedroom. That's because this house transforms with a few moving clever separation panels into 3 separate standalone apartments. Each have their own front door, their own kitchen, bathroom, bedroom and living area, meaning you can get 3 lots of rental income when you're not on site.
And what sort of money are we talking rental?
So on a race weekend, you can rent this out for just over £30,000.
30 grand.
30 grand to rent the whole place out.
Like a Formula One weekend.
Formula One weekend. Yeah.
So this is a very interesting property, more than just a home. It's obviously a very special place to live with your family, and it has the wow factor to impress your business partners, but with a twist of an exciting business opportunity. But the downside, you'd have to find somewhere else to live for the other 265 days a year.
But I suppose for the immensely rich and famous, that place could just be one of the homes they own around the world. So would you take my house and live here for 365 days a year, but you have to have Jane and Senna? Or would you take the facility at Silverstone, rubbing shoulders with all the rich and famous, with that amazing facility, that racetrack and all the events, but live in a tent for 265 days? Let me know in the comments which one you would prefer.
See you next Tuesday, 6 p.m.